Now we all know that I really violated Ferran Torres, right? I violated Ferran Torres, I'm not gonna lie. I did not believe he was gonna go to PSG and do good. However, he proved me wrong. I'm not gonna lie, he proved me wrong, and I got something to say though to back me up. I really do have something to say to back me up. If you guys don't know, he scored 2 goals for PSG, which saved PSG and got PSG 1 point instead of losing and getting 0 points, because they were actually losing 2-0, and PSG was playing their strong lineup, and they were losing 2-0, and then they switch Dembele with Ferran Torres, and Ferran Torres comes in and scores 2 goals, and he sends a message to everybody that he is there and he wants to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm gonna be real, he wants to win trophies, he wants to win the Ballon d'Or, because when he moved to PSG, he said that. He said he was going there because he wanted to win the Ballon d'Or. I'm gonna be real. And as we all know, Ousmane Dembele came to PSG 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, and he came for about the same money as Ferran Torres, and he came from Barcelona. Everything literally the same as Ferran Torres' story. And Dembele, they said that Dembele wasn't good enough for Barcelona. They said they were critiquing Dembele a lot. And then he came to PSG, and as we all know, the rest is history. He won 2 Champions League, he won a lot of trophies, and then he won the Ballon d'Or. As we all know, the last Ballon d'Or was Dembele's. And yes, and Ferran Torres wants to do the same thing. He said he was going to do the same thing. And I'm not gonna lie, my defense to me violating Ferran Torres, right, is I still got a defense on this. I think, yes, we need to relax. You guys cannot come at me and say all of that, because we need to relax. It's the first game of the season. Yes, he scored 2 goals on his debut of League One. Yes, he scored the 2 goals in his debut. Amazing, extraordinary. The best that any player would want to do, the best performance that any player dreams of doing when they go to a big club like PSG is coming off the bench and scoring 2 goals to draw and save PSG's life. Yes, he done history. Let's be real, he done history there. But I'm not going to lie, my defense is relaxed. It's the beginning of the season. It's the first game. And I think that he will come in and do mad good, right? For the first few months, you know what I mean? Maybe like half a year and all that shit. Maybe just past half a year. Nah, I think like half a year or something like that. And then he's going to die. And he's going to be ghosted. And he's going to get little playtime. He's going to drop little stats. Because I really think that that's what's going to happen. But I don't want to be a hater, because I don't want to be a hater. And the performance that he done when he came in for PSG in the game was amazing. And that brother to score goals, that's what he does. I'm going to be real. But I still think that it's way too early to talk. I think it's way too early to talk. And for him talking about Ballon d'Or, he needs to relax. Because the brother cannot forget that he's competing with too many elite players for the Ballon d'Or right now. And he needs to relax, because just because he scored the World Cup goal, and then, yes, people go like, oh, you're talking about the World Cup goal. Yes, I'm talking because that's what got his head big. And I'll move on straight away from that. Yes, he scored the World Cup goal. And yes, he scored 2 goals to save PSG in the first game. But that's it. That's it, bro. Relax. You need to show more. And you need to show in bigger stages. You need to show in the Champions League for PSG. You need to show in very big stages that you are that guy. And then we can start talking. Maybe we can kind of start talking. But right now, you are nowhere near. You need to relax. But I'm here to say, is Ferran Torres the new Dembele? That's the real question. Is Ferran Torres the new Ousmane Dembele? Is he going to come in, win PSG a lot of titles? Is he going to come in, be an impactful player, win a lot of stuff, and be the main man like Ousmane Dembele was when he came? And he's still got time, because Ousmane Dembele don't come straight away and went crazy. I mean, he kind of did, but not crazy like that. Okay, so he's still got a little bit of time. I still think that it's still the start. I still think it's still the start. And there's too many players. And I don't see him starting. I don't see him starting because I don't see Luis Enrique benching Dembele. I don't see Luis Enrique benching Kazavskeli or whatever his name is there, Skelly. I don't see him benching Due. I don't see him benching a lot of players that are in the PSG team right now, because that's the players that won him 2 Champions League. That's the players that won him a lot of trophies, and I don't see him benching any of those players for a long time, especially since they have those players still. So I don't see them benching. I only see Ferran Torres coming off the bench, and that's facts. I only see Ferran Torres coming off the bench. So this is why I literally threw hate to him, because not hate, but like, you know what I mean, I just criticized him because him going to a team like that, but he was already the bench of Barcelona, which makes sense. So he might as well go. If he's gonna be in the bench, he might as well go to a better team that's gonna win him more titles than Barcelona is. Let's be real. So I just think we need to relax. I just think we need to fully relax and not hype him too much, because yes, he is a phenomenal player, and yes, what he done in that game was phenomenal, elite, and world class. Yes, it was, and we give him the praise for that. But don't give him too much praise, because we saw in the World Cup what too much praise gives that guy, bro. The guy's head is too big, bro. We need to see him more consistency. We need to see him do that more times. So that's what I think. I'm gonna be real. That's what I think. I don't even know what else to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Ferran Torres the new Ousmane Dembele? Is he the new Ousmane Dembele? Is he going to do the same things that Ousmane Dembele done? Is he going to win PSG Champions League? Is he going to win the Ballon d'Or in like a year, 2 years, or whatever? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And don't be violating me, yeah? Don't be violating me just because of what I said about Ferran Torres. Relax. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Say thank you so much.